everyone, and welcome, Laura. Everyone, this is Laura Oesterlei with the State Farm Agency. So, Laura, take a little time and tell us about yourself and your office.
Hi, well, I'm Laura, and I work with my husband, Todd, who is actually the agent. And we are located over here in Crestwood on Watson Road. And we have been in business, I guess it's close to 6 years now. And yeah. So it's been a lot of fun working with him, and we got a great group. So pretty passionate about what we do.
Very cool. Awesome. We have a couple questions for you. So first, let me start with, what is homeowners insurance? I hear people talk about it and I know that I have to have it, but what exactly is it?
So homeowners insurance is basically the protection on your home. Basically your biggest asset, at least most people, it's their biggest asset. And for example, if let's say you have a home and you came home and your home was on fire, that is what that protection provides. That State Farm, if you have that insurance in place, that we will rebuild that home to what it is today. And basically pay for all the possessions inside as well. If you didn't have homeowners insurance, you'd be what's considered self-insuring, which means it would be basically on you to pay to rebuild that home.
Oh my gosh, that would be awful. Okay, so it sounds like it's really important and something that everybody should have.
Everybody should have homeowners insurance, in my opinion. Yes.
Okay, all right. So why do people, beyond the obvious reason that we just talked about, why do people need homeowners insurance when they're getting a loan?
Okay, well, that is important in the area of that mortgage company and that bank. They are going to want to make sure that their property that they are basically putting that money towards is insured. So if there is a covered loss, that they will be taken care of. And so that is why it's so important as far as with the mortgage company and when you're buying a home and taking out a loan. So it's protecting you in that loan.
Okay, that makes sense. So how much coverage do I need to have? You and Todd are both former teachers. So talk to me a little bit about how you approach the question of, well, how much coverage do I need?
Yeah. So there's a couple of different ways that we can come up with what that amount's going to be. It's really your number. But we always have our recommendations that we have a tool that we use here at State Farm. It's a replacement cost tool that we have a calculator that we will get information as far as the year the home was built, the building materials, the square footage, any updates that you might have. And it calculates what we would recommend that if you had a total loss, that we would be able to rebuild that home to what it is today. But there's also different ways that some people, they might have a certain amount per square footage. That's another way, like a contractor has that. I really like using that tool because it gives us a base to work from, and then we can go up or down with whatever is comfortable with that particular customer. And so that's how we come up with replacement cost. It is different than the market value. And a lot of times people don't understand that. And so that is something that we really like to coach them through. So this home, no matter if you're buying in Clayton or if you're buying somewhere maybe in the city, that home replacement is going to be basically the same kind of coverage and replacement that we'll use, more so than what that real estate value might be.
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. So you guys don't have a one size fits all thing. You have a custom approach and you look at every single house as an individual opportunity and not just, oh, well, blanket statement, you need this much coverage.
Exactly. And that is a piece that I do feel like we really try to educate people on, is to walk them through. I always start out with maybe what might start as a recommendation, and then really talking with that person and going through that tool, I think is important. So they know what they're paying for and what that coverage does for them. And then all the other coverages fall underneath whatever that replacement is, as far as the coverage on your personal property and your deductible and things of that nature.
Okay. So how do you help people get the coverage that they do need and not what they don't need? You've mentioned that it's kind of a coaching approach. So what are some things that you talk about with your clients to make sure that they're covered with exactly what they need and no more?
So, in with State Farm and as well as other companies, there's a lot of different endorsements that are just added coverages that you can have. Obviously, being in this industry for 10 plus years for myself, I definitely hear the types of claims that we have here in Missouri. So there's certain endorsements I always recommend, but once again, it's whether that customer chooses it and feels that it's necessary, as well as, earthquake, that backup of sewer and drain. Those are some of the big ones that a lot of customers might have an idea of what they are, but we really walk through so they understand that coverage.
Okay, that makes sense. What other insurance do you guys provide? I know that you do home insurance, obviously, but State Farm's a huge company, so you guys have lots of other opportunities.
We
Talk
do.
to me a little bit about those.
And that is definitely, that is something that we also love to work with the whole customer and whatever they might need or want. But we offer auto insurance, which is a great thing to bundle together. I know a lot of people hear about the bundling, but it's pretty significant with State Farm. It's typically anywhere from 15 to 20% on the auto insurance, and then close to 30 to 35% savings on the homeowners insurance. So it's pretty significant.
Yeah.
But we also offer life insurance. State Farm is a #1 life insurance company provider, and we have a lot of different policies there, as well as disability insurance, renters insurance, long-term care. And so there is just a plethora of coverages that we can help you out with.
Okay, so you can really help a customer much beyond just their home. You can help them with their whole life, kind of.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay,
If that
very
is
cool.
something they desire, that is something we will do.
Okay, very good. All right, Laura, what's the best way for people to reach you if they have any questions, or if they're shopping rates, or if they'd like to see what all they can get by working with you guys?
Yeah, definitely. So I'd say the best way, we have an office phone. You can always call our office, and that is 314-842-4300. But I do offer, my husband and I both work from our cell phones as well, because we're on the go a lot. And so that way you can always get a hold of us. So you can text us on the cell phones, emails, great. We have a service you can text us through the office. So I'd say those are the big ways that most customers do get in contact with us. With COVID, we do have an office right there on Watson Road, and that is by appointment right now due to COVID. But
Yeah.
we are happy to meet with people as long as we set appointments and just kind of go through some of the guidelines.
Gotcha. Okay. Very good. Well, I will link all of their contact information below. So if anybody needs to
Awesome.
reach that, I will have that down there. Laura, last thing, is there anything else you'd like to share with potential clients?
No, I hope you give us a shot. And the one thing I can assure you, if we can't help you, we do have people that we can always, that we've worked with, that we have a lot of faith in, that can help you as well. So it is not something, if I can't help you, I'm just like, oh, well, we definitely try to help you find whoever it might be that can help you close on your home or buy your new home, or, even just review your current policies.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Laura, so much for your time. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to us.
Sounds great.